I'm Rachel and welcome back to my channel, Bales 1986SW, and today is National Stammering Day. So I want to talk about my own experience regarding my speech impediment. Now, because I'm speaking about my speech, I am really going to have to concentrate so much on actually speaking. So this is my little story regarding my speech. So I had not said a word until when I had not said a word, and at 4 years old, a lot of professionals and my mum and dad were getting a bit concerned. Everything was through sign language kind of thing. So if I wanted a drink in a tall glass, I would point to this, and that would be a small drink. I would make sounds kind of thing, but nothing really. They thought I was super duper shy at one point. There was a lot of things they were doing, and they had to be put on a waiting list because the next step was to see a speech therapist. And at age 5, I went and saw a speech therapist, and I can remember it still as this. I can see it as clear as I. Wow, I was doing it already. I think. Yes, I can remember it so well. Clear example where I get all my words mixed up. And normally I'd have switched this off by now and I would have restarted the video, or I would just carry on and have edited this bit out. So we're going to roll with this. There's going to be no editing. I'm going to show you what it is like recording a video about speech. So there's no editing. So between 4 and 6, I started speaking with the help of a speech therapist, and I can remember it now. My first word was car key. So every time I try and form a word, I know the way my mouth has to work. So car key, my mouth has to go down and across. So very simple. It's something I've learned, and also in those speech lessons, I was taught to, this is where it's really going to phase me because I'm talking about something which is a helpful tool for me, so I've really got to concentrate now. So basically I see a chalkboard in my head, and I have a piece of chalk and it is writing what I'm going to say, and I have basically 2 lines of what I want to say. And sometimes those 2 lines get really mixed up and my brain mixes them up. So therefore, what I see and what I say is what my brain's mixed up. So for instance, if I was going to say I'm going to the park, the next sentence would be I played on the swings. But sometimes my brain and my speech will mix that up. So I will say very clearly, I went to the park, but then my brain will go on a tangent and go, swings in park. It breaks everything up and it makes it all funny. So instead of saying, I'm going to the park, I would say, park in swings. And it's really, really bad. I also can't say certain words. I'm a little bit like Jonathan Was. I really have to concentrate. So my R's, I will say a W instead of a W. I really have to concentrate on it. If I'm tired or emotional or even excited, my speech goes to pot. And I get really confuddled over certain words. So yeah, and I've really got to concentrate on it. There is some things in my videos which you may have noticed, that I will touch my collarbone when I speak, or in lots of videos I will do this kind of thing. That is a coping mechanism. That it's just a touch of me, and it just means to calm down. You're doing all right, and it's like a pat on the back kind of thing for me. Or you will see a lot in my videos where I'll get a piece of hair and I'll just turn it like that or like that. That's for me just to calm down. It's just a technique I've learned. So if I do that and I basically do that, it just means to calm down. You'll see as well that I'll sometimes just look away. That's just me gathering my thoughts to come back. And a lot of videos you will hear, and I don't really want to say it because it'll be so obvious now that I say it, is the word and that is because it's me breaking up my sentences. And I'm doing it again now. You will hear it a lot now. I've mentioned it, and I hope it doesn't become annoying, because it sometimes becomes annoying for me when I'm looking back on my videos. It's the first thing I pick up on is but that's just how I talk, and I cannot physically help that. I'd have to do that a lot if I didn't want to say the letter I was going to say again now. I don't know why I mentioned that. I'm being open and honest because people live with this daily, and I am one of them. My speech can be really controlling. I've really got to think about it. It doesn't come naturally to me. Yeah, it doesn't. And when the worst thing someone can do is try and speak for someone else or finish someone else's sentence. The best thing you can do is just to respect that person, let them try and get what they're saying out, and then carry on saying what you need to say. Patience, kindness, and being positive are the best things you can do when someone's got a bit of a speech impediment or a stammer. We have our coping mechanisms. We do not like it. It's really frustrating, and now I've lost a lot of weight. I've become more confident, so therefore I'm a bit more sociable, so I'm really having to concentrate on my speech. And also as well, now I do a lot more videos in Instagram stories or Instagram lives. It's something which people are picking up on. I've had quite a few, I won't say nasty remarks, but a lot of remarks regarding my speech or words I've mixed up, and it's really cool, and I don't mind people mentioning it. But then you do have the odd comment. The words I do say wrong is the Slimming World plan. Now I'm thinking about it, I know what it is. It's the easy extra plan, whereas I will say extra easy. So people pick me up onto that. I will say completely wrong things. I get some channel names mixed up. The lovely Kath and Laura's channel, I will always get mixed up. The amount of bloopers I'll have on my phone of trying to say that channel is unreal. I will call them the Budgie Slimmers for some reason. I don't know why. So if I'm going to tag them, I'll say the lovely Kath and Laura, and I'll link their channel down below. That is one of my tips, what I will say. I do apologise, Kath and Laura, just because I do struggle with it. So I will, if I've tried to say their name a lot of times and it's becoming really frustrating, I will just then say Kath and Laura's. I'll link their channel down below, kind of thing. That's just me. Just know that I've tried my hardest to try and say their channel name, and I just haven't said it. So yeah, it's something I just deal with on a regular basis, and my techniques of me, of my thing, and my ear, I go with it. I don't, when I start a video, I'll have a few little bullet points, but they're always off the cuff. I cannot plan what I'm going to say, because if I plan what I'm going to say, I just know I'll get all those words mixed up. Reading out loud is the hardest thing I find, because I've really got to concentrate, because my brain, when I'm saying things out loud, will automatically know what the next sentence is. When I'm reading a book, I can skim read really quickly, just the way I scan books and pick out words, because that's how I have to speak, kind of thing. So I'm a really fast reader because I can skim and pick out big like words and blend them all together. It's just something I can do, and it's a coping mechanism like that. There is some words which I really want to say, and if I try to say it, I would have a stammer trying to say it. So there are certain words and certain letters which I know I won't even try and say. And you'll probably see in a lot of videos is I'm not even going to say, I'll show you guys and I'll go, I'm not even going to try and tell you what this says. It's that, because I just know it will fail on my part. So yeah, I just thought I'd make this video to raise positive awareness regarding speech impediments and also stammers on this such an important day. And the best thing you can do if you ever come across someone who's got a speech impediment or a stammer is patience, be positive and be kind. And basically it's just a little bit of common sense, because as much as it's frustrating for you to listen to, I tell you now, it is so frustrating for the person who has a speech impediment. It is so frustrating and it can get you down a little bit. I make light of my speech impediment and I'll talk about it. I'll go, no Rachel, that doesn't make sense, kind of thing. But everyone's different how they do it, and some people hate it that much that they stay inside because they don't want to speak to other people, which it just breaks my heart knowing that, because I just think we live in a world now where I'd want more acceptance of it. Yeah, so I hope this is my little story. This is about my speech in general, and yeah, but it's part of me. And also I want to make just to make a mention is in a lot of my channels, this has been brought to my attention in a lot of attention is that there's quite a few people have mentioned that why do I say my channel name right at the beginning? And I'll be really honest with you now. When I say, hi, my name's Rachel, welcome back to my channel, Bales 1986 SW, that is me and my brain getting ready to speak about something. It is just me knowing that when I switch on my camera, I know what I'm going to say, so I don't get all confuddled or confused or my words just go to pot. I just know what I'm going to say, and then I breathe and I can get into the video. But if I didn't say something which was like a tagline from the beginning or the end, then I just know I really, really badly cope. So at the beginning of my videos, I will say that, and at the end of the videos, I'll always finish it on an upbeat, food optimised and sending positive thoughts, because that is, it's a coping mechanism once again, and I do want to be positive and send positive thoughts to lots of people, but it is a coping mechanism. So there we go. So as always, food optimised as always, sending positive thoughts. Rachel. Bye.